Hi guys, I'm back up here with another daily motivational message for the collective. Remember, all messages are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need to leave the rest, as well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do, DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as going to drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys. Let's start the discussion so we all can get on one accord, okay? So that's about it, okay? I've been gone for a little bit. I took a little mini hiatus. But yeah, for real, those last 2 readings I had work. So, and then I took an additional 2 days, right? And I'm back, okay? So, boom, I'm here, right? So let's get this reading started. So we got one card from that new deck called the Book of Awareness. Yeah, this one. They're so pretty. Anyways, and then we got 3 cards from the African Tarot, okay? All right, so let's go and get it popping, okay? So the message has to do with the truth about change. Okay, the truth about change. We don't need something to go wrong in order to change, okay? I repeat, we don't need something to go wrong in order to change, okay? So what is being said in these moments in time here is when it comes to leveling up in your life or doing anything in general, especially when it's aligned with God in the way that it needs to be in alignment with God, there has to be a moment, right, where you're constantly keeping that momentum with God, keeping that speed with God, okay? Because you know how it's like, right? When things is going good, we tend to kind of fall back or get a little too lax with God when it comes to that relationship and continuing to strengthen that relationship. And when shit is going like haywire, there's chaos everywhere and all of this messy shit, right? That's when you're the closest to God, right? It's about keeping that closeness, right? As you are going through the good times of your life, the smooth parts of your life, the not so rocky, not so complicated parts of your life, when you're in a buffering period, right? So this is that type of energy as a collective. We're maybe going through it in these moments in time. Give me a second. Sorry. Anyways, where was I at? Yeah, when we go through that buffering period, when we go through that silence period, when we go through that just coasting, steady period, you still need to have that relationship with God, even when it's cool, as much as when things is going haywire, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time, as well as even though we're going through it and we're closing that gap between you and source, right? There's going to be a time when you're going to step out of that adversity. You're going to step out of that midnight hour, that challenging time, that all of that, right? And you're going to have to keep that same energy, right? As when you were in the furnace, going through it, going through the fire, allowing God to transform you, right? You got to keep that same energy when you're no longer in the furnace no more. When God says it's cool to let you out, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time, right? It has to do with allowing change to happen, right? Because a lot of times we get comfortable with the comfortable, being comfortable in comfort zone, right? And that's the worst place to be. And I'm talking to myself too, because I get like that too, y'all. Where we don't tend to change when God wants us to change so quickly. What I mean by that is, this is a type of energy in these moments in time when God reveals to you, okay, I need you to do this. I need you to start doing this. I need you to go this way. We tend to go in that direction last minute as fuck because of the fear of the unknown, right? That's where that closeness comes in, where you have enough trust in your creator that you could just say less, boom, that obedience, right? So with that type of energy in these moments in time, it has to do with us really lining up and making sure that our relationships with God is in the I guess right condition. I seen this what was it? I seen this short yesterday on Instagram. And it was like I forgot who the young lady was. It was a really good short. Yesterday, when it comes to you and the relationship with God, right? It's like this young lady scrolling on TikTok, laughing, having the time of her life, right? And she got that relationship with God and this, that, and the third. And it was like God comes through. And it's like, I'm going to just use myself for an example. Jaecyanna, I'm scrolling down TikTok, right? What's up, God? Hey, how you doing? Right? All casual and shit. And then God's like asking, I guess me, right? Since I'm using myself for an example in her spot, right? What are you doing? And it's like, oh no, I'm not doing anything. I'm just scrolling down TikTok and just having a good time. And it's like, did you forget something? And it's like, what are you talking about? Like, to spend time with me. And it's like, no, I did spend time with you, right? It's like, nah. And then like God was like in this short, right? You spent time with me so you can say that you spent time with me. You didn't spend time with me like you spend time with me, right? Right? And in this type of energy, I connected, right? Or she connected and realized what that was. And what that was rushing the time with spirit, rushing the time with short. I know I went all around the corner with that, but it was a really good short. It painted the picture perfectly, right? Of what this type of energy is, and was, right? And what we go through after we get out of adversity, right? After we get out of challenges and trials and tribulations and things of that nature, we just go back to that settled space and forget about the source, right? And most times when we are in that energy, it ain't intentional, it's about being consciously aware of that and remaining on that path with God at all times, even if it's going good or bad, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time. Yeah, with the devil card, right? The devil card here with this type of energy has to do with being bound to something, fear, addictions, things of that nature. But in this case, what I'm seeing here in these moments in time here, it has to do with going through the midnight hour, going through adversity. And when you're going through adversity, that's when you call on God the most, right? You really call on God the most. God knows you better than you know your motherfucking self. God knows how you're going to get down, This is that type of energy in these moments in time here. This is where you build your relationship, strengthen your relationship so much in these dark times. This is like a dark time, right? And you know what? I usually don't conform with the devil card, but this devil card is actually a good thing. You know why this is a good thing? This is a good thing to for the collective to step into change. This is a good thing for the collective to step into their power. This is a good thing for the collective to step into their source and really connect with their source and really gel with their source in the way that they need to gel with their source. Right? This is that type of energy in these moments of time. Right? It's a beautiful thing. Right? This is that energy as a collective. It has to do with us really coming into awareness of where we're at and what we're experiencing. Right? And really take that to God and really speak to God. There's this song by, I think her name's Yolanda Adams. It's called Open Your Heart. And it talks about like, I need a word from you, God. Right? This is that type of energy, getting a word from God. I need to sit down with you. I need a word from you. Right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time. Instead of running away from our problems, running away from what we're experiencing, right? With the 7 Pentacles. This is that type of energy. Hitting that moment of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. This is that type of energy as a collective. Really going through the motions, right? Because you got to understand, man, when you're on autopilot, A lot of shit goes by and you're unaware of the shit that you're experiencing, right? This is that type of energy. Next thing you know, you wake up and you're right here. Like, how the fuck did I get here, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time here. As God is your shepherd, right? He will not allow his sheep to stray too far, right? So this is that type of energy coming into awareness of your tiredness, your weariness. This is when you really sit down and ask God, I need a word for you, from you. How can I walk in your way? How can I fall in line with your will, what you wish for my life, right? Because obviously I keep getting my own flesh involved. I keep getting my own will involved, knowing that you know what's best for me. You know what I need as a collective, right? Or as an individual, right? God knows what we need as a collective, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time. That's when you open up the doors of ascension with the Four of Swords. You open the doors of elevation. You open the doors of seeing in the perspective of God. God will open your eyes the moment that you ask, but you have to ask, right? So this is that type of energy as a collective. It's our job to really go to the source, right? Go to God and say, hey man, I need a word from you. I need a word from you. Because where I'm at in my life, this ain't it, right? And I know that you got a plan for my life. But I need you to show me and help me see it from your perspective, right? From the source perspective, right? This is that type of energy here in these moments in time. So to wrap this message up, it has to do with allowing God and rolling with the motions with God, even when things is going good or bad. You could be experiencing whatever. Regardless of what it is, you have to remain and keep that close-knit relationship with God. Do not get lazy when things is going steady. Do not get lazy when things is going pretty cool. And then call that you need God when things is all shitty and all bad and all these things. This goes for me too, right? I'm learning this too, right? This is that type of energy. We got to keep that same energy all year round. 365, 24/7, 7 days a week, right? Right. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. Remember, all messages are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest, as well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys to start the discussion. As well as let's go share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? I want you guys to have a good day. Stay up and bye-bye.